guys, I'm Jared with Stryker Boats. Today we're going to do a single launching wheel install on our Stryker Pro 320. And we have all of our washers, our lock washers, and our nuts. Some of the other tools that we're going to use is we're going to use a cordless drill with a 5/16 drill bit. We're going to have a 5mm Allen key specifically for these smaller bolts. The bolts that come with the kit are going to require a Phillips head screwdriver. A 13 or 14 mil, depending on your bolt, will come in handy, as well as a knife, some Sikaflex or marine grade silicone, and a tape measure can come in handy. We're going to show you a really efficient way to find where to put these, so tape measure, you could go with that. So for placement of our launching wheel brackets, what we want to do is they can go a variety of places on the transom, but there's a rule of thumb we like to say. So on a standard transom, we're going to go roughly 5 inches from the top and 3 to 4 inches from the inside of the cone. Now when I say the inside of the cone, I mean where the cone has a moon shape. You go from the furthest point and then you can do your measurement. So depending if you want to add a transducer to your transom or possibly a depth finder or suction cup, there's some different options that you may look at or already have purchased for your boat. So that may come into effect with where you want to place this bracket. But we find, as a general rule, on a 20-inch transom, you measure 10 inches from the top of the transom, and you measure 3 to 4 inches from the side. And anywhere in that region is fine here. On this particular one, we are gonna have a transducer mounted as well. So we're gonna go 4 inches to leave room for the transducer mount, and we're gonna go 10 inches from the top because of the 20-inch transom. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is to drill our top hole. So we're gonna measure up exactly where this is gonna go. Okay, so we have our 10 and we have our 4. So what we're gonna do, I like to hold this in place as level as possible and get my hole drilled. Now when that top hole is drilled, I'll grab a bolt and I'll just put that through to hold it in place, and I'll let that hang there. And I'll line this up, I'll make sure everything's nice and straight, and then I'll start my second hole. Now when that one's through, I will remove it both. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna silicone around this bracket. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna apply a bit of the silicone around each of the bolt holes. So we get that one started. On the inside of the transom, what we're going to add is we're going to add our large washer, then our locking washer, then our finishing nut. So we'll get up inside the boat here. Now on this part, I do like to put a glove on, as we do have the Sikaflex on the head of the bolt. At this point, I will remove my glove and we're going to grab our ratchet and our Allen key for these particular bolts, and we'll tighten everything up. we'll clip on our launching wheels. Now how I like to operate these is I like to have, when I'm launching, I like to have the wheels spread as wide as possible. So you can hold these guys like that. And you can go ahead and use the front handle on your boat, and you can maneuver this boat in and out of the water quite easily. You can get it in and out of tidal areas if you're beach combing for the day or just having lunch on the shore. Now when you're out on the water, these can very easily flip up on the transom, and they do remain completely out of the way of your outboard. The trick to them is to switch the side that they're on, and I'll show you how to do that. So you can take each side off, and you would take this one, flip it over to that side, and it stays really nice and close to the pontoon, away from the outboard's turning radius. So with our launching wheels installed, to launch your boat, you simply grab the front handle, and you can walk the boat into the water like a wheelbarrow. Your outboard can be installed, all your gear and accessories on, and away you go. I'm Jared with Stryker Boats. Thanks for watching our launching wheel demo.